Okay, so let we start.
Okay, so firstly, can you open your camera?
It's open only. I have to let me do once again. Now it's visible for you.
Yeah, now you're visible to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so good
fine.
morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. And what's about you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. So
Okay.
can you introduce
Yeah, so
a little more about you?
yeah. So thank you so much for giving me such opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sunidhi Kumari. I'm from Jharkhand. As I'm studying class 9, I have 5 members in my family and it's 3 siblings, one me and also my brother. I'm hobbies to learn English language and to learn something new as well as I'm running two channels, even though I'm so much eager and curious to learn English language.
Okay, that's a good introduction. Yeah.
Yeah, so can you introduce yourself too?
Okay, sure. My name is Ashraf, and I'm from Assam. Actually, I live in Hyderabad for my study, and right now, at present, I came back to Assam. I got a holiday. So, and like, let tell about our parent, like our family member. Like, apart from my parent, I have two sister and me. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, that's
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Yeah, so
So,
I want to ask some questions.
yeah, sure, you can
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. So what's your journey about the English language? Like, from when did you started to learn this language?
It's been a long time, but like I started learning from long time. But the reason is that resistance me always like I started learn, but after few couple of days I stop again. I start, so that's make me more like demotivated. So for learning English, so I actually curious to learn because this is the most crucial language that we have to learn for like any purpose. If you go for the job sector or like you are going for any place to communicate with other person, it's very important for us. But that's the reason I wanted to learn English. So in my class 10th I was not able to speak, like I was not able to understand also like just I really know just how are you, and I'm doing good. That's what I know. Later on I moved intermediate time, then also the same. But when it coming to the like graduation time, I moved to Hyderabad. So I started looking, the people started like they are speaking very well in English, and I come from the village area, so it's very difficult to me to learn. So I started watching videos, and I started learning myself. Actually, I started reading a books, but that's make me more barrier while reading, and like coming to the speaking part, it's very difficult as comparison to the reading sector and speaking sector. So then I started speaking like myself in front of mirror. Then I feeling more energetic, like I was not feeling hesitation in front, or like whatever I know. I started speaking like I utilize that when I go to college and I speak with my friend. They also feel good, like at least I am trying to learn English. So they also feel more excited.
Wow.
Yeah, at least you are trying. The pronunciation was not clear and in that time, and I was making a lot of errors while speaking. But day after, like I step by step, I keeping practicing and little bit changes, and till now, I am. I'm not going to say that I'm not fluent in English, but I'm practice to become. I am becoming. I pretend to become fluent in English. That's my goal. Like I want to become perfect in English. So that's my dream.
Yeah, that's very great. That's very fantastic. So, like you, also my journey was relatable. Like when I was in class 6 or 7, at that time I started to learn this language because it is very important to us to learn English
Yes.
language. And nowadays it has also become a common language for everybody, and they should also learn English language. So that's why I was not knowing anything about the English language, even though I was not trying to form a sentence. I was facing a lots of problem in speaking English language or to learn English language. So that's why I firstly focus on the grammar part because grammar is the backbone of the English language. If I will know the grammar very well, then only I can form the sentence through which I can easily speak English language. So that's why I firstly go through on the grammars. I just learn the basic grammars like tenses, where we have to use appropriate verbs, appropriate sentences, how we can use like this type of things I was doing at my home. And after doing like these things, I was doing the activity at my home, that how I can give my introduction, how I can give my daily routine. in front of mirror, in front of camera, because facing in front of mirror and camera is also very very necessary, because everybody they can speak in the audio call, but many of the most of the people they are fearing, they are hesitating in speaking in front of mirrors or cameras. So that's why we should speak in front of camera and we should face the mirror also. So like this type of things I was doing. I was, even though I was also speaking with a co-learner, but I was hesitating so much in my mind. Nothing were coming that what I have to express, what I have to speak. Even though I was facing in a speaking my introduction
Hmm.
also. I was, yeah. So that's why I just think that I should learn English language. I just left it all those things at the time only, and before 8 to 9 months, I have understood the importance of English language, and now I'm practicing English language in the video call in the Skype application. I'm doing practice here only. So I just think that this
Yeah, that's a
information
good
was
like
relatable to
yeah,
you
that
also,
you're
and I'm
yeah,
doing
it's a very
practice.
good journey for you. Like you have started at a young age, so I was very feeling excited by looking at you. You have started at a very young age, and the way you are speaking is quite good, you know. So I feeling excited by listening your word, the way you are framing the sentence. I was feeling like, well, you know, like it's very confused. Like while I start speaking in the topic part, and like while framing the sentence, like I feel more hesitation, and word, it's become a visual. Like in the time, I was not, I can't grab that sentence. If, for example, like if you give me a particular topic, so when I get that topic, so yeah, if you give me opportunities to talk for more than 2 minutes, okay, I'll try to do that, but in continuing that, I'll get struck because the word it's not coming from my mind. That how I could imagine that sentence and make the framing. So in that scenario, I was very it's make me obstacle, like I can't go forward by doing that kind of things.
Yes, yes, you are absolutely right. That everybody they face problem when they started to speak this language, when they started to
Hmm.
learn. Like they hesitate so much. They just think that I'm not comfortable in English language. It is a very hard language. I am not able to learn this language. They just think like that, but they should not think, because it is just a language. If we'll practice
Yeah,
more and more,
that's
then
right.
definitely we are going to learn this language very soon. So that's why there must be practice so much. And after regular practice, you can see a good result in yourself that we are speaking very well English language. Like I'm practicing English language since 8 to 9 months. So that's why I'm able
Okay,
to
yeah,
speak English language. Before that only I was not able to speak English language. So that's why there is necessary practice. Practice is very
yeah,
very necessary for
that
learning
is the
English
most
language
necessary
or
thing.
for doing, yeah, for doing any things like in the study case also, regular practice or doing any practice is very, very necessary for us, through which we can easily learn English language. Because I've also seen these examples in myself. Like when my examination was going on, at that time before the examination, I was practicing English language. I was just speaking English language. And when my examination was going on, I just left it to practice because I have also focused on my studies. So that's why I just left it. And after completing my examination, I again started to practice English language, but I was facing lots of problems. And I just think that practice on the regular
Mhm.
basis is very very necessary for us, and we should do on the regular basis. Like whatever we are getting in the time, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, or 5 minutes also we are getting, then we have to practice, but we have to practice on the regular basis. It should not be like that today we have practiced and after 10 days we are practicing again. Then it is not like that. We cannot learn
Yeah,
anything from if we
yeah.
do like that. So that's why we should practice on the regular basis, through which the people they can easily learn English language.
Yeah, I could say that that's a very good advice. You know, like if we start, like for example, I start something for practicing something. If, for example, I study today few word for like new vocabulary, 5 word, and the next day if I don't practice that, I could I could forget that, right? So we have to keep practicing a regular basis. So if we have the desire, like I want to accomplish uh, to reach my destination, so we should be do that on the regular basis, because practice make perfect. Yeah, why that I get from you, like I also do that, but unfortunately it's not happening, like as you said, on the regular basis you have to do. But the thing is that it makes me like I was like making schedules in busy, like in different field.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't, yeah, but I don't think that if we spend like around 15 to 20 minutes every day on the regular basis, so I could be changed a lot. So yeah, I have to do that, I have to implement that. from
Yeah, because it is,
even though
yeah.
I have started creating the video. So yeah, I should be encourage myself that to get more fluent, that people could even people could see that yeah, he have started as a like the beginning level, and now he have like develop it in the advanced level. So I also have dream that I when I could achieve that advanced level. So I want to do that.
Yeah, you're absolutely. People, they really want a success in anything, in any sector.
Yeah,
So that's for learning English language also. The people one who is beginners one. If they will think that I'm not able to speak English language, they will hesitate so much. But after some days, after
sure.
few months only, they can really realize that practicing on the regular basis is very, very important, and we should do like that. Because I've also seen the videos of the earlier times when I started to speak this language. I was thinking that it is my video only that I'm speaking like this. I was thinking like that only. So I just think that regular practice is very, very necessary for us. And the beginners, someone who has started to learn this language, they should focus on the practice mostly. Like the LSRW, they can also focus. Like listening, reading, writing, and speaking, they are also very important when they started to learn this language. And after a large practice, they can do only the practice like we are doing the video call conversation, like this type of things they can easily do. But on the first time, they have to do a lot of practice.
Yeah, and there are also a lot of application that we could utilize for speaking, like for even though not in video call, like we feel for, at the first time as hesitation, like we talking with somebody, like making me embracing, like whether I'll be sweating out. We'll have that. Definitely, we as a human being for the
Yeah,
first time,
yeah.
if we contact with someone, like we'll feel that. But before that, if we start like learning from the means offline kind of software, like there is this kind of software hello or speak English, there is a lot of application. If we start learning from that, and that would be helpful for us, that yeah, we are step forwarding every day by practicing how we are practicing, because they don't know us as a stranger. They also don't know me, and I also don't know them. So by stranger we will start conversation, it will make more the conversation will be going very very well, because we don't know each other. If we know each other, so we may started laughing and making a fun that yeah, we are not no, we are feeling like you will if we get struck during the time of conversation, we'll start making fun. That's the reason, we have to practice a lot in the
Yeah, yeah.
wherever we get the chances, like reading, speaking, as you said, reading, speaking, and like listening. These all platform are very crucial actually, because learning listening is give us like lot of things that to changes while we are speaking someone something, like the way we are speaking, that the people are started speaking, so we can grab that yeah, they are speaking in this way, so we can grab that by listening every day. And we have to make the practice by reading also, because we have to read. If we read, the pronunciation will be very clear. If you read a little bit loudly, so the pronunciation very clear, and everyone could understand what you are exactly saying while your conversation. And you will get to know the a new word also during the time of reading, because if you read the word in new word, it would become, so you
Yes,
can
yes.
understand, you can find out and find out the meaning, the what is the meaning of this word, and started in the next in when you started talking with someone, you can utilize that at the same time. Yeah,
Yes, you are
and yeah,
absolutely right. Like we are doing the video call conversation also, so that's why we are recording the videos. And the people
yeah,
who started to learn this language, to practice this language, after the recording, they can easily watch the video that what mistake I have done. Because at the first time, nobody can speak very fluent English language, very confident English language. With the people they are knowing from the earlier time, then only they can speak like this. So that's why the beginner one who started to speak this language, they will definitely gonna to make mistakes. So that's after the recording, they can also see their video that what mistake I have done, and they should correct them because they can easily
yeah, that's
be
right, that's
confident in
right.
the
Yeah,
English language. Yeah, so like this they can also do, because
yes,
I was also doing like this only. And we can also see like the people they are laughing at. Do you know that the people now they are laughing at us? And at that time, a time will come that the person will laugh on them also. So that's why we just not think about the other people, that what they are telling us, what they are saying. Just think about ourselves, that what I have to do in the future lives, that part, because God has created us to do something new in our lives. So that's why
Yeah.
why the people they should
Yeah.
think about the other people's will definitely going to laugh, because wow, there is nothing about ourselves. So that's why we just think about ourselves. And we can also see like that for the overcome of the fear only, the people they are learning English language, because at the international levels also, the people they are giving interview presentation, they are given through the English language only. So that's why for overcome of the hesitation also, the people they are learning English language, that they will not gonna to face a lot of difficulties in their future life. Like we can also say that for taking a good job also, English is very very necessary for us, for connecting to the peoples like we are connecting. And the like the foreigner people, if we go to the southern places where we can find that they are speaking their native language, and we are also speaking our native language, but it is not necessary like we have to learn the whole language whatever in the world is, it is not possible. So
Yeah, that's
English
right.
is a common language. English is a common language which is spoken all over the world, through which we can easily connect to the peoples, and we can easily not going to face a lot of difficulties. So that's why people they should learn English language. And we can also see like in the earlier times, the rural people was not aware about the English language. They were not speaking English language. But nowadays, all the people they are aware about the English language. They are knowing English language and they are speaking English language, because nowadays it is a spreadable language. And we can see in the India's, like before some years, the English was not aware in the India. But now we can say that it is very very fiercely spreadable, and we can see that all the people that are knowing English language, they are curious and eager to learn. So that's why I just think that for doing anything, English is very, very necessary nowadays.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely right. So, yeah, like we have to practice. Like like even if you go any places for the urban area, like city area, if you go for any kind of job, so English is mandatory. If you don't know English, so they will refuse you. They will reject you definitely. Because while you go for like any interview or any company, like private sector or in like even the government sector also, like if you go to for interview, they will have to tell you the introduction and lot of questions. Once you clear that, there will be a virtual test like grammar, general knowledge, and a lot of things will be like they will be asked. So once that clear, then only it's possible to get a job. So that's
Yes,
the
yes.
reason, yeah, if you coming to the international like MNC company job, there is they required the person is very fluent in speaking. Then only they will be like selected for the job. So like if
Yes,
you
yes.
go any sector, like if you move from one place to other place also, then also it's required to speaking in English. Because no some place, no, as in India we can speak in Hindi, but some places also like required English also, because somebody don't know the how to speak in Hindi as well. So in that place also we required speaking in English. That's the common language, as you said. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And
It is a
yeah.
common language and we should
Hmm.
learn. So I think
Yeah.
that the video is going to be long. So shall we end our
Okay,
session
okay,
now?
sure. Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so thank you so much for giving
Okay,
such
thank you so much.
opportunity to, yeah, talk with you. So thank you so much, sir. Bye.
Yeah, same to you. Bye bye.